that's a tough question to answer.
Malaysia's better, for sure.
That's such great answers, by the way. Do locals really like living in Singapore? I want to know, and I'm gonna ask people here at Plaza Singapura what they like and dislike about Singapore and whether or not it's expensive. What do you like about Singapore?
Efficient, clean, the transport system is great.
Life in general.
I think it's very safe and it's quite well developed. There's like easy transport everywhere.
I like about the transportation, very efficient, and then I can get to anywhere in Singapore just via any bus outside my house. So it's quite convenient for me.
Everything's quite connected. Yeah, it's quite connected.
I love the variety of food here. It's great.
Because of the technology, the transportation and stuff.
My friends actually live another side of the island, but I can travel every day to meet them. So it's actually quite nice.
I like Singapore's food.
Yeah, I like the shops in Singapore.
Convenience and the safety, I guess.
The food.
The food?
Same, the food.
What do you maybe don't like so much about Singapore?
I actually cannot think of one on the top of my head.
Not to say that I don't like it, but Malaysia's food is better.
Oh, okay.
Malaysia better?
Malaysia's food. Malaysia's better, for sure.
Things that I don't like so much about Singapore. Actually, it's very fast-paced. It is, yeah. Like everybody moves in a fast pace. If you look, people move around the MRT. We walk very fast. People around here wants to climb up the corporate ladder very fast, and everything is just fast-paced in Singapore. Even education.
Do you feel there's a social pressure?
Partly, yeah. I guess we are still Asian in that way.
Nothing very much. Maybe it's very hot. Like that's the only bad part.
The population here is very dense, so it's quite crowded sometimes during peak hour. So that's what I don't like about Singapore, because I a bit don't like crowded places. So everywhere I go during peak hour is very crowded, especially like lunchtime and stuff. Yeah.
The weather.
Too hot?
Yeah, too hot sometimes.
Oh, it'll definitely be the warm weather. Very humid as well.
Yeah, it's quite uncomfortable, yeah. Very crowded though, very crowded.
And what do you maybe don't like so much?
That like inflation and then everything is overpriced now.
The hot weather.
Hot weather and overpriced. So you guys think Singapore is expensive?
Yes.
Yeah, it's more expensive than other countries.
Yes and no. Food-wise, daily things that you need to buy, I'll say we're still okay. You can still make a living. You can still make your daily expenses below $50. But besides that, the housing and everything else, the job, the salary, yeah, it can get a little bit expensive with that everything in mind.
Not everything is expensive. Majority, but not everything.
If you think Singapore is expensive?
Yeah.
I think it's alright since the government has been giving us a lot of vouchers, CDC vouchers, pays for a lot of our meals. So I think it's okay.
Yeah, Singapore is expensive. When you go overseas, you can definitely see that it's much cheaper at some other places. But for certain things, it is much cheaper. For example, like healthcare costs, it could be much cheaper, very subsidized by government.
I think for food-wise it's okay, but any other parts it could be slightly more expensive for foreigners.
For me, because I'm still using my parents' money, so for me, I think it's quite okay. So not very expensive. If I don't eat restaurant every day, that is, yeah. So
What would make Singapore a better place to live in?
Ooh, that's a tough question to answer. Be kind to one another. I will say so because of the social pressure that we have, and make sure that everybody's taking care of each other. That's fine.
Probably the weather, that's all.
I would like decrease the prices of some things so that everyone can afford.
Ask more people to volunteer so that workers don't really have to work such a tough job, and then life could be easier lah.
I guess the food then.
Sure, yeah, the food.
Could you imagine ever living in a different country? And if yes, where would it be?
I've actually wanted to try to living in Spain for once. Yeah, I used to live in the United States for a while. Never tried living in Spain. Maybe I want to give it a try.
Maybe Australia, because like my friend went there for like school because she got scholarship to go there. So maybe I could like live with her and experience other countries.
Maybe China it's much cheaper there, and like it can help me improve my mother tongue.
Want to move abroad?
I think I'll be more comfortable in Singapore. Used to it.
Yeah, I've actually studied in Australia for a while. It was quite good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, Singapore is a very stressful environment. Yeah,
But overall, Singapore is a great place to live in, right?
of course, of course.
It's good, right?
Yep. Yep. I probably, if any countries that I want to live in, probably Japan.
I don't really think I can imagine living in any other country because I'm very used to growing up in Singapore and like this is my hometown, so I'm very comfortable here.
Probably Australia.
Korea?
Maybe.
I would like to move to like probably Taiwan or somewhere in China in future because yeah, I see everyone there is quite nice and the cost of living is not that high.
Leave me in the comments what you think about living in Singapore.